So we just pulled up. We're actually on the road, our little side road, pull up to the property. We did drive around. We drove around a couple blocks. It is almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Shooting light is about probably around 6:30, and it's snowing. Temperature's not too bad. It's about low 30s right now. We're gonna attempt to go to the back of the property. Actually, we're probably gonna do that in the afternoon. It's not right now. Wind wise, the wind is actually blowing back towards the beds, and that's not what we want this morning. Just seen a doe yearling come out, mess around, which leads me to believe that the does are just now coming into estrus probably, so we probably have a hot doe in the area. I know of one of the does had 2 fawns with her this year. Those 2 fawns are gone. They're kicked out. Actually, we just ran into one. So pretty sure we have some hot does coming in. Alright, so it's the first sit of the season in the snow. It's the first light. It's nice. We finally got some snow on the ground. I'm gonna do a midday stalk, see if I can't find any prints. The snow just fell tonight. Hoping we can't get some hot doe that walked through. On our way here, we ran into a fawn this morning, which is a good indicator because she was by herself. And that means that the doe have finally started kicking them out. And maybe, just maybe, we might start seeing some activity. So the wind changed. It's not what we thought it was going to be today. So instead of burning this stand, it's still first light. I can either sit here or I can move. And if the deer ain't here, then I'm gonna move. What I'm gonna do is there's a couple rubs back there. I really didn't want to hunt on the ground, but with the snow fresh, I can see exactly where it's at, and it's supposed to melt, it's supposed to get a little warmer. So I'm gonna use this opportunity to do some still hunting. Go look at these rubs, see if he's been by in the morning. And then maybe do a sit in the middle, do a ground sit. And hopefully they're coming from the other side. Guy's running around like a madman. He come right up on me. Small buck. Man, I might just sit out here after all. He didn't even care. He did not even care that I was here. Let's see if I can get him to come back. He walked right up on me at 20 yards. There's definitely, there he is, he's coming back. I don't want to get him. Holy shit, there. That dude is everywhere. That dude could care less what I was doing. Alright, we definitely got... That's clear. It doesn't get more clear than that there's activity here. He was on a hot doe. Oh, he's back. Oh yeah, he's back. What? This is nuts. Alright, no doubt about it. Yeah. That there's a hot doe in the area. Especially back there by that food plot. They you can see I dropped the camera because I didn't know what that guy was gonna do. I didn't want to shoot him. He's just a spike. I have him on the cams. He's been hanging out, but man, his nose was to the ground. He didn't care. He came. I'm just walking, making all kinds of noise. That dude came 20 yards up to me, turned around, walked around, sniffed, did some circles, looked like he was crazy, losing his mind. He took off. I grunted. He came back. Didn't even care I was there. Clearly seen me, looked at me, put his head back down. Just continued to do what he's doing. All right, it's a 2:30 in the afternoon, and came back, got a nap, quick nap. I just couldn't function, and then been going at it for a long time. So anyways, went to the store, got something to eat. On my way back, seen two massive buck, nose to the ground, hauling through fields. Matches with what we seen earlier today. So I think it's safe to say that we are at the beginning of rut here in Northeast Ohio. Now I'm in Conneaut, Ohio. So it's 2:30 now. We're heading back to the back of the stand, or to the back stand. Alright, I really feel like we should be hunting up front. We've seen those scrapes, but I'm pretty sure it's that small buck. So we came to the back. The wind's better now, and so the wind is blowing north, which is blowing back off of the transition that we have back here on the wood line. The only thing I'm real skeptical of is the doe come in, but the buck haven't been on the camera for like 4 days. Like no bucks except for one, and that was in the middle of the night. That's a small one. It winded me. She winded me. Hopefully I don't get popped by the other ones. All right, so that was the end of today. We had a lot of action in the woods. Small spike ran up on us, literally 5-10 yards away. I actually had to drop the camera. I wasn't ready. I had to drop the camera and draw back because I didn't want to. Wasn't going to take him. I didn't want him. But I had to draw back on him. That's how close he was. I mean, his nose was to the ground. This guy didn't care in the world that I was even remotely in this. And this is the area of the property that's pretty high pressure too. So I have no doubt in my mind that rut has started. The only way that him down there like that chasing any doe is because there's a hot doe in the area. There's no other explanation, not for that. He was nuts. He was stir crazy. The guy didn't even know what was going on. I literally was there to be able to draw back on him, and he just looked at me. Anyways, I did catch a little bit of him. We actually came back to the cabin and then decided to go do an evening sit in the back of the property. So what happened in the evening sit was it was pretty eventful actually. There was no shooters, nothing came within range, but the winds changed when I was in the stand, and there were so many. I probably had to turn the camera on 10-15 times, different times, to try to catch what was coming through. There was a couple bucks with them, nothing too crazy. I mean, I guess they possibly could be in lockdown and they're just with them, but I don't think so. They were traveling still in big groups. So what was interesting about this is, if that's the case, then the front of the property is hot, right? So the front of the property is like good to go. There is at least 2 bucks running around in the front. We have the spike that we ran into earlier, which I didn't want to take him. And I think there's another one up there too as well. But the back of the property, we're not seeing the same as we are in the front. The back of the property has probably 95% of the doe, but we haven't seen it. Now, another thing was right about so today's November 2nd, and right about October 28th, all buck activity stopped on the back of the property. Now, that really can only mean, I guess, one thing, and that is that the bucks, they left, right? Obviously they left, but why did they leave? They left because rut, the back of the property must not be good for rut, or the does at the property are not hot yet. So it was pretty eventful. I would say all in all, we probably seen close to 20 deer. That is it for tonight. We got a long drive home, and that's it.